Hey guys, Fan77 here. Today I am overjoyed by my haul I got from Target and GameStop. I got so much 20th anniversary stuff, it's really cool. I got pretty much everything that's out except one item. Well, technically two, but... So, let me just show you them. The 3-inch classic Sonic. Very awesome. This is the one I really cared about. Like, if I got this and no others, I'd be happy. Oh, and this is actually the only figure I got at GameStop because a Target is right next to my GameStop. So I decided, you know, I heard they were there, I'll check it out. And they not only had one of the items I'll show you in a minute, but they also had all the 3-inchers that are out and 2 plushies, and I'll show you one of the plushies in a minute. So this is the only one I got at GameStop. And I don't know if it's just mine, but they were cheaper at Target. I got the modern 3-inch Sonic. I mainly wanted this one really just for the spinner badnik inside. I got the Tails and Sandworm. Pretty cool. I got the Shadow with the Beetle. I really like this one because, well, one, I just noticed the background image is City Escape, which is cool, and it's got this guy, which I kind of like him. And a very, very cool item, the 5-inch classic Sonic. Oh my Jesus. This thing is so amazing. Hold on, let me grab something from my collection real quick. They actually had, along with this guy, they had the normal 5-inch Sonic in this kind of box, so they really just repackaged him, so, you know, it's pretty cool. I might actually eventually pick that up just to have in the box. And then the one plushie I picked up, the classic Tails. They had classic Sonic and Tails, and they also had a re-tagged modern Sonic, but I was only able to get one because of the money. So I decided to get classic Tails since I already have a classic Sonic plush, the one by GE, so yeah. And I'm not going to really show it in the review, but recently I got the flopped 10-inch Sonic Comic-Con exclusive, and that is pretty cool. So I'm going to get these guys out of the box, and then I'll show you a closer look at them. Finally got them out of the box. The one that took the most time was Shadow. It's because of his head. It is because of the upward quills. It took forever to get his head out of the packaging. It probably took like a total of 5 minutes to get that one figure out. But yeah, before we jump into the figures, let's take a look at the packaging, because these figures actually have really, really nice packaging. I'm going to show you the cards and the little decals. I don't think you care about the plastic shells, but they don't look that good anyway. Here's the card for the 5-inch classic Sonic. This little paragraph description is on everyone, so I'll read it in a minute. 20th anniversary logo, classic Sonic art right here, fantastic, warnings, stuff like that. So, it says, capable at traveling at the speed of sound, Sonic is known for his speed, confident attitude, and readiness for any and all types of adventure. A true hero, he calls upon his skills to save the world from Dr. Eggman. Sonic has a big heart and is always ready to help those in need. And yeah, all the other cards have kind of a level background. This one just has weird things with like shapes in the squares, which is weird. But whatever. The decals for 5-inch classic Sonic. The little top logo, 1991 Sonic Through Time, Sonic the Hedgehog, shiny anniversary sticker, and Sonic the Hedgehog logo. This is really cool. All of the packaging on these figures is just great. It shows so much attention to detail. This is for the 3-inch classic Sonic, and 3-inch classic Sonic, Sonic and Moto Bug, yada yada. Let's show you the rest of the decals. Sonic. The rest of the bottom names are just all Sonic, so I'll get those out of the way right now. But the rest of them are different, so... This one is... oh, dropped it. This one is 2000 Shadow and Mono Beetle. ...1998 Sonic and Spinner, and 2010 Tails and Sandworm, sorry. Alright, now for the cards. This is probably the best part of the packaging. This one is for Tails. It's, I believe, Planet Wisp. So yeah. This one is for Modern Sonic. It is Speed Highway from Adventure. Classic level, love that level. This one's for Shadow, but it shows City Escape, which, oddly enough, he never went through that level. But I Can Live, it's a pretty cool background. And for Classic Sonic, Can't Beat the Green Hill Zone. So, very cool backgrounds to these figures. I'm going to save all these cards because they look really, really nice. So, yeah. Now let's take a look at the actual figures, what you probably have all been waiting for. Before I talk about the figures, I'll just get the plush out of the way of Tails. Very, very cool plush of classic Tails. His little hair right here, it's kind of just wobbly and stuff. His ears are really good. His eyes are just so cool, and it's a very well put together plush. So, thank you, Jazzwares, for that awesome plush. Alright, now the actual figures. I'll talk about Modern Sonic first. He doesn't stand up because he has a case of the werehog leg. A pretty bad one at that. I mean, look. Just a little note, all of them except for the Classic Sonic come with a base hole, but they don't come with a base. So you can put them on bases. His Badnik is the Spinner from Sonic Adventure. I like these enemies. I think they also made a comeback in colors. This one has some articulation in the little blade thingies. He doesn't actually spin as his name would suggest, but you know, I'm really just happy to have Badniks in plastic incarnations. Now let's talk about the Tails. I'm actually really glad I got the Tails because my normal one, not the All-Star Racing one, didn't have rotatable tails because I got it like when it was early and before it was fixed. His legs are really good. His joints are probably the best out of all of these. And his Badnik, I want to say this is from Sandopolis, but I'm actually not sure. If anyone out there wants to correct me, please do it, but do it nicely. It's pretty cool Badnik, just kind of a neat display item. Does not fall over, even if you push on him, so that's cool. Now, the Shadow. I believe he has a little werehog leg going on, but he looks really good, kind of because of the red paint. Like, I think it was changed the red on it or something, but it looks really good for some reason. One of my favorite accessories that came with these figures is the Mono Beetle from Adventure 2. Probably the most used probably the most used enemy in that game. And I really, really like it because it's so cool. And it actually does stand because it has a flat bottom, so he won't tilt over. So, very, very cool robot right here. And let's save the best for last. Here is 3-inch Classic Sonic. Attention to detail is very good. Quills especially. Little itty-bitty tail, which is kind of funny. His oh, I forgot to show you the articulation on these guys. Head, arms, elbows, waist, wrists, arms, knees, and ankles. And it's on the same for those figures, but Tails has his rotatable tails. The articulation on this is a little limited. Head, arms, wrists, and legs and ankles. I don't plan on moving the legs too much because this leg right here is like kind of stuck. Like, I know it has articulation there, but it just feels stuck, and people have been telling me it doesn't stand that well, and I kind of agree. I think it's because of the legs are a little bow-legged. Oh, and he also has a waist joint of articulation. I don't recommend moving that because the belly dot gets cut in half and it's kind of noticeable. But he doesn't really stand all that well. I mean, I can like have one foot like and then like that, like a lot of the artwork is, and then sometimes manage to get him to stand up, but whatever. Now, the Moto Bug. I'm happy to have a Moto Bug, but I might be the first one to point this out. It doesn't look like Moto Bug. It looks like the modern version of Moto Bug, which, don't get me wrong, I'm not mad about. I'm happy to have it. But it doesn't look like the original Moto Bug, you know? It doesn't have spots on it, or at least if it did, they're not black. It had, like, yellow on it, and it's not painted properly, but whatever. I don't really care. And now, for the best figure I got. The 5-inch Classic Sonic. Oh my god. This is one of, if not my favorite Sonic figure I own now. It is so incredibly cool. He can move in his head. Stiff, but he can move in his arms, and well, that's kind of weird. He has kind of a different setup for the arm articulation. It doesn't really move out. Well, actually it does. And forward, but the elbow is kind of different from how Jazzwares usually does it. It moves kind of to the side instead of up. And then I believe he can move in the wrists. Let me try not to break him. Yes, he can move in the wrists. And he can move in the waist. Hold on. It's kind of weird because it's a perfect circle for his body, so it's a little hard to get him to articulate there. Well, I'm not going to show it, but he does have articulation in the waist. And I know a lot of people are PO'd about this. He does not have articulation in the knee, just the legs themselves. But I really don't care, to be honest. It's kind of how the Werehog did with the super low knee joints. It just feels unneeded. And the waists can move, a little stiff, but hey, that's fine. And he actually does stand very well, unlike Folly over there. So if you guys can pick these up, I highly recommend it. They're very awesome figures. I recommend checking Target first because I think they're cheaper there than at GameStop, but it's always nice to have different places to go. And a little funny note about these figures, at least the 3-inch line, I don't know about that guy. All my friends on YouTube were like getting them before me. Like As Fast as Lightning was like, I got them, and then Pilot Tales put up his review, and then I'm like, god damn it, everyone's getting them besides me. And then, oh, I think the reason for that is because Jazzwares is stationed in Florida, and I'm in California, so they had to ship all the way from Florida. And, like, I get up to go to the bathroom or get a drink or something, and my friend sends me a picture of that figure he got at Target, and I'm like, son of a bitch, everyone is getting them. But haha, I got them, and I also got this guy, so yeah. And I also got the flocked 10-inch Sonic. So yeah. Oh god. He is so amazing. Just look. Oh, and quick comparison if you didn't notice. Different shades of blue, obviously. This one is actually more accurate. But I actually really, really like this one. And it's actually a pretty light figure. It's not top-heavy at all. So, yeah. So, thanks for watching my review, guys. I hope you liked it, and I'll catch you later. See ya.
BD Joe opening a can full of dumbass. And in second place, Sonic. Nice driving, my boy.